Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter is out now, and Twitter is pissed at her. Again. People are complaining about the album all over again and are saying that her fans insisted it was supposed to be a metaphor for men treating women like dogs, but actually the album is just full of sex songs and just songs about men. Well, in reality, people just aren't listening to Sabrina's words. Sabrina has said a bunch of things about this album, but what's most important in my opinion is to listen to the album in original track order. So in this video I will explain my personal interpretation of this album, that I personally love musically, showing you why I believe the story it is telling is not in any way misogynistic or reinforcing patriarchal standards, but still keep in mind this is my interpretation of the album. All I want to do is offer a different perspective, especially to people who insist on sticking with the misogyny one, without trying to explore other possibilities. I recommend actually listening to the album before watching this video. One, because I'm not going to go through all the lyrics, and two, because it's great. Track 1, Man-Child, has been compared to Short and Sweet when it comes to its sound, especially to the deluxe tracks, and I personally believe that makes perfect sense. It's supposed to be a bridge to connect Short and Sweet to Man's Best Friend, and it works well. Man-Child tells about a disappointing relationship of Sabrina's. This guy embarrasses her, he doesn't know how to treat her well, ghosts her. An important line in the song is, "I swear they're choosing me, I'm not choosing them," because I think this connects really well to the second track, Tears. In this song, Sabrina is the one choosing the guy. She purposefully chooses a guy that is a good person, a guy who treats her right, has respect for women, knows how to use his phone, and considers her feelings. She talks about how the hottest thing a man can do is nothing sexual, but rather just being a good guy. But sometimes when you listen to Sabrina Carpenter, you must remember, she's not stupid. This is the infamous bare minimum. Respect for women? Considering I have feelings? Is Sabrina seriously getting so worked up over a guy being a decent human being? I personally think she knows this. She knows that in Tears, she's praising the bare minimum, because it comes right after the nightmare she went through with the guy in Man-Child. When you go through such a relationship, the bare minimum can feel like the greatest thing you could ever experience, and it is heartbreaking. When you're being treated like a dog, being treated like a human sounds just fantastic. My Man on Willpower is my favorite song. This one, Sabrina's confused about something. This guy is too good for her. He doesn't always want to have sex with her at every chance. He doesn't constantly try to touch and grope her and see her as this sex god that all men before him thought of her as. And to Sabrina, this is confusing. This is a problem. She's not used to be treated well. She's not used to not being used. She said it herself, something I don't understand. But also, we must see the situation through a different perspective. And that's what is developed in the next song, Sugar Talking, and is introduced by the lines like, "My man won't touch me with a 20-foot pole." The guy in the song might think he's doing the right thing by being oh so nice to Sabrina, but relationships aren't so easy and Sabrina has some needs, and that's okay. And in Sugar Talking, she lets the guy know. She understands his intentions, but there are different ways people would like to have affection expressed, and Sabrina would like some touch, and that's okay. And that's a core point, in my opinion, of this album. It's okay for Sabrina, it's okay for women to want. Let's not forget about what I've said before about Sabrina being confused as to why the guy is not using her, though. This relationship is not black and white. Both are making mistakes. In We Almost Broke Up Again Last Night, Sabrina and this guy keep breaking up, then getting back together, fighting on the phone, and it's all because they can't communicate this cycle of feelings to each other, of needs and expectations and past experiences. The final sigh means, in my opinion, that this relationship might be over for good at the end of the song, and Nobody's Song is the start of a new one. And this new one is a relationship with another man-child. Here we go again, crying in bed. The boy is corrupt, over and over again. Did Sabrina make a mistake by breaking up with the Tears guy? We're not sure. There's a lot going on in their relationship with just a couple songs, and all we can say is that it's a real tragedy that when she finds someone who can fit her needs, it's always a man-child, or Nobody's Son. All of this is expressed so well in the next track, Never Getting Laid. Us girls are fun, but stressful. We were so happy, why not mix it up? Why not get betrayed by our own desire when we could just be chill together instead of clashing with our difference in sexual preferences and sex drive? The outro is just Sabrina saying, if you stick with one clear objective, you're never going to find it. You must be able to mix things up. You must be able to compromise, to communicate, to try and make it better for both parties. And this goes for her as well as him. She should recognize both that it's okay for her to want, and also that there are guys that also want to like her for who she is, despite her thinking that because of past guys, her value is only applicable to her sex appeal. And the next songs are about this. These are fun songs about Sabrina just being like, you know what? Yes, I'm the new horny pop star and I'm proud of it. And that's fantastic. It's not misogynistic. House tour is not misogynistic. I got treated like a dog and like a person and like a dog again because I just couldn't bear to be with someone who treated me decently. But you know what? I'm in control now. They're not choosing me anymore. I'm choosing them. And I'm going to be myself, have fun, drunk text my exes. And Goodbye says it all. It's the opposite of Don't Smile. The closing track was short and sweet. You don't want me? Awesome. Then don't have me. I'm tired of being pulled and pushed around and being held by a leash. I'm tired of showing off. Goodbye means you're losing me forever. This is my personal interpretation of the cohesive story told by my best friend, and why I think this is a great album. Not necessarily sound-wise, since I haven't talked about it, but when it comes to what it's trying to say. Personally, I loved it, and I'm disheartened to see so much backlash. I hope the album grows to be loved by more and more people, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Thank you.